Like a lot of people, I set up a dedicated home office in 2020. And ever since that time, I have been trying to figure out how to cut the costs associated with operating a home office, specifically electrical cost. I am approaching this from a purely financial perspective, not from the Greta Thunberg perspective. How dare you? By the way, Greta Thunberg is Swedish, not Norwegian, thankfully. I am a software engineer by profession, but I think that my approach to cutting electricity costs while operating a home office will work for other people who work from home as well, including cybersecurity individuals, data scientists, and of course, the multitude of professionals that operates a home office and trying to cut costs associated with the electrical usage in the home office. Now, if you have your own modular nuclear power plant in the basement, then by all means, skip this video. Myself, I don't have a basement. I live in an apartment. So I'm trying to save a few bucks and put together a few dollars so I can move out of this ghetto apartment complex eventually. Now, do I really need 3 external displays in addition to my MacBook display? Obviously not. But certainly, it sure makes life a little bit easier when you have multiple displays. I don't always have all 3 displays on at the same time. When I'm programming, most of the time, I'm just using my MacBook and the smallest and lowest cost monitor to operate, which is the 1920 by 1080. However, when I am collaborating, I am monitoring system, I'm programming, and then seeing the results in how it affects our system, there is a use case need, and there's certainly tremendous velocity and value added when I have multiple displays. But only in those instances do I turn on the second monitor or the third monitor. So behind there, where I'm pointing, is a surge protector power strip. When I step away from my desk to go to the bathroom or to go have a meal, then I just leave my MacBook on and I actually unplug the monitors from the power strip. Another scenario where I unplug all 3 monitors, all 3 external monitors, and leave only the MacBook on is when I'm running a build. If you have, say, a C++ code base that takes a while to build, sometimes those builds can last a couple of hours. I'm not kidding. Then I just unplug everything except for the MacBook and let it run while I step away or do something else that's not associated with the computer, at least not that computer. And I found that that is cost saving. Or when I'm downloading large files for work, I certainly don't need the external displays on for that. Or when people are trying to download the entire internet or compromising photographs of Rosie O'Donnell. You thought I was going to say Taylor Swift, didn't you? Yeah, to each their own. And then certainly when you shut down for the night or you're going to be away from your office for an extended period of time, you can just unplug the power strip / surge protector, and that'll save you a tremendous amount of money. I also hung up this heavy-duty blackout curtain. I say this because it's singular, just one curtain, to block out the draft from the window. Again, I live in an old apartment, so it's drafty window, so I blocked out the heat during the summer and the cold during the winter. And I set up my thermostat during the summer rather high for some people, mid 70s. And so I have what they refer to as an oscillating fan. It doesn't spin, but it has the blade are angled in such a way that it'll push air throughout the room, that'll keep the equipment and myself cool. Of course, I unplug it when it's not in use. After the first 2 years of having a dedicated home office, I noticed that my electrical bill went up. So then the subsequent 3 years, I did a study and I recorded the bills after I applied my unplugging routine, if you will. And I've noticed that month after month, I was consistently saving $7 per month off the electrical bill. Now, the United States Department of Energy suggested that the saving would be $8.33 per month. Well, I didn't quite reach that, which is kind of strange because I'm single. I live in this apartment by myself. But $84 a year in saving, is that a lot of money? For some people, probably not, but for me, it is. So, if you found this video interesting and entertaining, please consider subscribing to my channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.